It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. 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 It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
sir.
Good evening, hockey fans. Tonight, from the Alpha Ice Complex in Harmerville, Pennsylvania, the Latrobe Ice Cats meet the Shaler Titans. Hello, everyone. Chris Beddick here alongside Brian Mitchell, and tonight we've got a big divisional game here in the AA division. The Latrobe Ice Cats come into this game with a 7-8-1 record, 20 points, currently in 7th place in the AA division. The Cats have scored 57 goals, averaging 3.5 per game. They've given up 58 goals on the season, averaging 3.6. Latrobe's last game was last Thursday, January 22nd, a 5-2 loss at home versus Armstrong. A game that saw Garrick McMahon and Josh Matthews pot the goals, and Aka Zepp stopping 20 of 25 shots. They're coming in tonight facing a Shaler Titans team that is 8-7-1, 24 points. They are in 6th place in the AA division, one ahead of Latrobe. Shaler has scored 56 goals. They've given up 51. So if you look at these two teams, Latrobe has scored 57 and given up 58. Shaler has scored 56 and given up 51. Shaler comes into this game after their last game Monday, January 19th, a 5-2 win over Norwin. That game saw Brady Nickel, the defenseman, get the game-winning goal, and goaltender Roman Ober stopping 31 of 33 shots. So, Brian Mitchell coming into this one here at the Alpha Ice Complex. Both of these teams right now are in playoff position. Latrobe 7th and Shaler 6th. Latrobe 4 points behind Shaler. So from a positional standpoint in the standings, this is a pretty big game.
It's a huge game. I mean, not just for this team, and I will say this. I had the previous game, a couple of his junior players, Baldwin head coach Sean Sinclair was talking to me about this, and he's like, Latrobe is the team that everybody is chasing in that the 8-7 position. Oh, sorry, yeah, the 8-7 position right now. If they want to try to get higher than that 8 seed, that 8 seed sitting with Norwin right now. But a Latrobe win right now basically says, hey, we're in. You can't do anything with us. We're not going to be able to be knocked out of this. And all those other teams are then going to be battling for that 1 seed. And you know how that can be in a stretch right now. We're talking a month before the end of the season right now, sir. It's not talking about a time where it's going to be, you know, and then a win for Shaler, huge when you look at those standings. That's putting them in a possibility of hosting a game in the first round of the playoffs, in the quarterfinals here at the Alpha Ice Complex. They have an opportunity to jump up and sit in that 4 seed with Bethel Park. And, I mean, anything can happen. It's like I said, a month to go in the season. Some of these teams have 5-6 games left. I mean, so it's going to be interesting as you go down.
Cats tonight are going to have some scratches of some key players. Number 6, Colton Goodland, the defenseman, is a scratch. Nigel Morris, number 89 defenseman, is also a scratch. Forward Landon Crum, number 24, is a scratch. Some players have been called up to the varsity squad. Garrett Repack, Cole Martz, and Liam Timko all called up for tonight's game. And also Reese Myers, the starting goaltender, number 46, is out of town. He will be scratched tonight. So the starting goaltender for the Latrobe Ice Cats will be number 35, Aka Zepp. Zepp comes into this game with an 0-4 record, a 4.38 goals against, and a .835 save percentage. So the Cats come into this game a little bit shorthanded, but an opportunity for others to step up, getting a chance that they may not otherwise get. The Shaler Titans are coming in with basically everybody dressed tonight, and they will be starting in goal number 26, senior Jackson Fox. Fox comes in with a 6-7-1 record, a 3.20 goals against, and a .879 save percentage. Shaler Titans are led by their senior forward, Matthew Stellatano. Stellatano comes in with a team-leading 13 goals. He also has 9 assists for a team-leading 22 points. Latrobe's leading scorer will be number 95, Preston Miller. Miller has 14 goals, 8 assists, team leading 22 points. About 20 seconds ago here in the warm-up, teams will be putting the pucks in the net. And they'll be going to their benches for some last-minute instructions. And in a moment, we are going to have a Thursday night divisional battle between Latrobe and Shaler. Latrobe, of course, coached by Adam Ferguson, his third year behind the bench as the bench boss of the Cats. He will be assisted tonight by Dante Yuhan. And on the other end, the Shaler Titans are head coach Spencer Swoboda. These two teams already met this season earlier on December 8th at the Nevin Ice Arena. That was a game that saw the score 3-1 Latrobe after 2 periods, and then a huge third period for Shaler, putting 3 on the board and squeaking out a 4-3 win on that night. That was a night that saw Stellatano, number 48, get 2 goals and an assist for 3 points in the big comeback win. Jackson Fox was also the goaltender that night for Shaler, stopping 26 of 29. Teams are back at the benches. Their head coaches here will send out the starters, and we will have puck drop for this one tonight. Glad to have you with us tonight, wherever you're finding us, either on 10band.tv, YouTube. Glad to have you with us.
It's going to be a fun one here this evening. I mean, these two teams, they already had that close matchup you had spoken about earlier. There's a little bit of bad blood possibly here, thinking about that, reminding that one. That might have been bulletin board material coming into this one for the Wildcats, remembering what happened back in December. So it's going to be an interesting matchup because Shaler never really likes to step down on anybody. You know, they really they're a really competitive team. And they're hungry this year. They're looking for an up year and a couple run of down years. And, you know, they're moving up this year after a really good year in single A and trying to prove their worth here in double A.
Anybody who's been around for a while knows that these two teams have had interesting games in the past. Good, bad, and ugly. The Cats send out to start this one. Looks like it's going to be Preston Miller and Eli Meter on defense. Brogan Murphy's going to center Garrick McMahon. And looks like Cam Mikulski, senior forward, going to be playing his 3rd game now. Puck is dropped, and here we go. We are underway. Cats and Titans. There's a shot put on. That's stopped by Zepp. Puck sent behind the goal line. After it is Shaler. Puck centered in front. Loose in front. Can Zepp find it? He can. Puck is cleared out by Mikulski, and he'll chase. First one there is defenseman Whiteman. Brett Whiteman. He'll get it out. Meter is going to knock it back in. Miller gives way to Kettering. Jackson Kettering, number 9 in black. Chips it and is going to go get it. It's going to go behind the goal line. Kettering will be the first one there. He's hit by Angelino. Matthews getting in there too. Josh Matthews. Also, Shaler's able to come away with it and they'll get it out. Now here's Sushak over the line. Sushak shoots. Hit a stick and went wide. Coming around with it is Cola Marino. Now up to Angelo. Here he comes. Angelo over the line. Drops it back. Irwin centered it right for Angelino. Shot. Score! He centered it in front. Irwin, I think, is going to get the goal. See who the first one to the bench is. It is Chase Irwin. Nope, it's Angelino. Beg your pardon.
Angelo
88.
Goal,
Angelo, yeah. Yes, Angelo. That's his 10th of the season. And just like that, with 15:24 to go in the first period, Shaler strikes first. They're up 1-0.
It was just a breakdown in front of the net. Zepp got caught out of position. Angelo was able to get a really juicy rebound off of a pass. And 15:24, Shaler will take the lead here. The referees are talking about something at center right now. There's a discussion. There was one thing I wanted to bring to your attention, something that really I always have fun whenever I call Shaler this year. 3 Whitemans out there at one time. Good luck trying to figure out which one's which.
Yeah.
Braden, Brett, and Blake. Uh-oh. What do we have?
Now we've got
Face off at center. What are they?
We're good.
We're all good. All right.
Miney, Ockhammer, and Hayburn out for the Cats now. Ginther and Mikulski. That's Cade Mikulski. So there's a brother pair on the Latrobe squad. Down goes Mikulski. Shaler gets the 1-0 lead. Roman Angelo, his 10th goal of the season, puts the Titans up early here in the first. Cats putting the pressure on. Luke Hayburn battling. Ockhammer, can he get in there? He will. Over on the wall. McGuire, though, is going to come away with it. Should be able to get it out, and he does. Ockhammer now. Dumps it in. Resetting is Shaler now. Puck sent up. Stellitano loses the handle. Miney now comes back with speed. Gets it over the line, pulls up. Loses control. And now coming back is Stellitano. He's pressured on the wall by McMahon. Still has it. Sends it back to the point. Pass there went awry. Dumped in now. McMahon for Latrobe. Plays whistle down. Going to get an offsides call, I believe, against Shaler. Face off out in the neutral zone. 14:07 to go in the first. 1-0 Shaler if you joined us late. Roman Angelo, his 10th goal of the season. Cats have Murphy, McMahon, Mikulski up front. Meter and Miller on defense. Miller off the draw. Gets it ahead to Mikulski. He'll shoot it in. That goes in on net. Jackson Fox sticks that away. Going down into the corner. There's a shot there. Blockered away. Miller now up top. Miller shoots. That avoids the net. Meter activates to get up. Keep it low. There's a shot on net. Fox makes that save also. Cats responding after that goal, putting the pressure on. Shaler trying to get it out. Both these teams statistically are really close in terms of goals scored, goals against. There's a pass there, too far. Whitman's going to be the first one there, and he'll shoot. Misses the net. Aka Zepp let that go. I think he thought there was going to be an icing call. There was not. Whitman ended up having a chance. He shot it wide. Net was knocked off.
That's what I was trying to warn you about with those Whiteman boys. They like to get back behind the defense, and they'll sneak in behind everybody, and just they're very quiet when they do it. So yeah, that might have been, you're exactly right what happened there.
Here comes Josh Matthews. Matthews into the zone, 11 in black. Gets it behind the goal line. That's poked away by Fox. Matthews still battling. Puck comes around the wall. Chase Irwin gets it out. Ginther now for Latrobe. Matthews will get it into the zone. Suschak sends it behind the goal line. Kettering in front of Matthews. Puck is loose. Fox able to grab it. Shots listed right now 2-2 here in the early going. 12:50 to go in the first. 1-0 Shaler. I would be remiss if I'd also say with Aka Zepp in goal, the backup tonight for the Cats is freshman Matt Cravener. So McCauley was called up also for Latrobe. He's over there. I see him down there. He's doing what freshman call-ups do, Mitch. He's handling the D-door.
Look at that door.
There's a shot right in on Zepp, and he makes the save. He'll take the draw.
It builds character.
That's right. It builds character.
Work the doors.
All freshmen. That's right. Freshmen should get a chance on the door. Face off to the right is Zepp. Stellitano will step in for Hempfield. He's the captain. That is 48 in white. Here come the Cats, however. Ockhammer over on the wall. Miney's there too. Centered it. He was looking for Hayburn. Hayburn battling, coming away with it and getting it out. There was Shaler. icing now on Latrobe. 12:02 to go in the first.
Teams are starting to make their adjustments now. You're starting to see it pinch down a little bit more on a couple of these rushes. You know, a little wide open when you first start because you want to see what the other team's going to throw at you, and then you start to re-pull back in, and you're starting to see that really quickly here in the first.
Face off to the left is Zepp. Puck sent around the wall. Ginther over there. McMahon also. Can the Cats get it out? They will. Brogan Murphy gets it ahead to Cam Mikulski. Mikulski gets around the defenseman. Goes behind the goal line. Cam Mikulski, senior forward. Battling.
Big hit.
Little battle there. 4 players in the corner. Puck came loose in front. Went through the goal mouth. Mikulski again. Shoots. Right in on Fox with McMahon on the doorstep. Fox makes a save with no rebound. The Cats have responded well. That was an early goal, a big goal, to get Shaler off and running. But since then, Latrobe has found themselves. They've had good zone time and some pressure there.
But you want to bounce back in. You want to give yourself that opportunity to show that you need to get back into the game. Now the pressure's on Shaler to see if they can hold it back for a little while. Get that momentum. You never know what's going to happen.
Shot by Miller was deflected by Matthews.
Nice
went
tip.
wide. Now here comes with speed Whiteman, one of the Whitemans. They're offsides.
Here's
So
your
that
test.
was
3 Whitemans on the ice right now.
that was Braden Whiteman who made the pass to Blake Whiteman, and I think Braden was offsides. It's like a law firm. Whiteman, Whiteman, and Whiteman. Face off in the neutral zone. You can't stop them. You only hope to contain them. Battle. Here's Whiteman. If I keep saying only your last name, you're not going to know which one. So I'll try to get that together here.
The last game I was here, it was a hard time. Trust me.
Matthews now sends it ahead to Martz, Cole Martz. He's one of the call-ups who just hit the ice for the first time. He's out there at Kettering. Here's Ginther now. Ginther shoots, misses the net, comes around the wall. And that's Blake. Blake Whiteman loses it. Jackson Kettering coming back with speed. Kettering. Cats are changing behind the play. Kettering's all by himself. Getting in there now is Mikulski. Cade Mikulski, number 12. Mikulski behind the goal line. Tried to center it. That hit a stick, comes out of the zone. Now behind the play, Shaler's going to make wholesale changes. Ginther takes that pass, loses it. Stellitano. Cravener hits the ice for the first time for the Cats at 66. Killian Cravener. Centering pass in front. That's defended by Cravener. Cravener's able to get it out. Nickel sends it ahead. Cats get it back. They just dump it into the zone. Shaler resets. Lead pass. Taking a hit there along the bench was Malcolm. Stellitano backhanded that. That avoids everything. Now here Cade Mikulski. Cade Mikulski, number 12, takes a hit. Keeps on going. Puck behind the goal line. Mikulski's there. Battling in front. Oh, there's a chance by Brogan Murphy, and that was stopped by Fox. Miller now shoots. That hit a stick, goes wide. Lena Miney now shoots. That'll miss the net. It's going to be ice by Shaler. Play whistle down. 9:16 to go in the first. Hey, the shots right now are 5-3 in favor of Latrobe.
Yeah, the Wildcats really bouncing back in this one, getting a couple opportunities low. They may not be high chance opportunities, but they're getting pucks on right now. And that's what you need to do here with Jackson Fox, because Fox really likes to take shots, but he's, when you slow it down a little bit, it throws him off. So I've seen it caught him a couple times on that.
After that draw, Shaler's able to get it in the zone. Preston Miller, defenseman for the Cats, is the first one there. Blowing a tire there is Brogan Murphy. Puck trickles in on Zepp, and he'll take the face off. 9:02 to go in the first. Glad to have you with us tonight. Thursday night Double-A division action. Latrobe Ice Cats and the Shaler Titans here at the Alpha Ice Complex, Harmerville, PA, where it is beautiful this time of year. Preston Miller now with speed. Brings it over the line. Miller defended there. Good defensive play by number 8, Liam Grady. Lead pass here to Angelo. He's got the goal, and he's over the line looking for more. Angelo pulls up. Centered it. Intercepted by Miller. Miller gets it ahead to Cam Mikulski. Cameron Mikulski brings it ahead, number 49. Line of goal line. He's taken down. Wanted a penalty. He's not going to get one. Puck sent up the wall. Shaler brings it out. Coming out with speed now. Over the line. Irwin, defended by Ginther. Centered it. Looking in front. Owen fanning on that pass. That was a nice pass there. Fanning on that. I think that was Stellatino. Now the puck is down. There's bodies down there, too. Irwin comes away with it. Here he comes. Can the Cats get it out? They will. That was not Stellatino that the puck missed on that pass. That was Brady Malcolm, so I beg your pardon there. McGuire dumps it in. Garrett Repack a call up. He hits the ice for the first time, 42 in black. Sends it around the wall. Ginther coming away with it. Is Shaler. Puck is loose. Mikulski now. Can he get it out? He's just going to ice it. Icing on Latrobe. 7:22 to go here in the first. 1-0 is our score. If you joined us late, Roman Angelo cashing in for Shaler, his 10th goal of the season. Has the Titans up 1-0. Faceoff will be in the Latrobe zone to the left of Aka Zepp. Cats have Kettering, Matthews, and Suschak out with Miller and Meter on defense. Puck is dropped. Miller is going to skate it out, and here he comes. Skating like a house of fire. Preston Miller, 95. Over the line. Pulls up. Sends it back to the point. Kettering puts it towards the net. That deflected by Matthews, but it went wide. Goes into the corner. Matthews is there too. Suschak also. Matthews sends it around the wall. Kettering hit on the play there by Martson. Here comes Matthews. Matthews chips it in. It's going to go in on goal. Jackson Fox is just going to cover that. 6:47 to go here in the first. Shots right now listed as 6-4 in favor of Latrobe. And both teams making changes now. Cats will have Miney, Ockhammer, and Hayburn with Ginther and Cade Mikulski on defense. Ginther, after that draw, sends it below the goal line. Mikulski's going to pinch from his defensive position, knock it behind the goal line. Latrobe. He's had pretty good zone time here the last few minutes. There's a centering pass by Ockhammer for Miney. That doesn't connect. Miney sends it around the wall to Ockhammer. Ockhammer working hard. He's battling over there with Brett Whiteman. Puck goes over to the corner. Shaler does get it out. Cade Mikulski, number 12 in black, first one there. Now he's pressured by Blake Whiteman. That's 77. There's a shot from the point. Hit a leg, never made it to the net. It was Ginther to block that. Whiteman now, that's Blake over in the corner. Ginther sends it around. Mikulski pressured there by Luke Irwin. Back up top, there's a shot from the point. That'll miss the net. Ginther's going to be the first one there. He'll get it out to the neutral zone. Sommer on D, goes D to D. Blake Whiteman dumps in, goes in on net. Zepp stops that. First one there. Centering, loose in front. Chance there almost for Shaler, but now here comes Luke Hayburn. He needs to get off. He's going to dump it in. He's going to come to the bench. Murphy, McMahon, and Mikulski. M out there for Latrobe. Miller and the other Mikulski. So it's all M's on the ice right now for Latrobe. The Mikulski brothers, 12 and 49 are out there. Somner and Murphy battling here in front of the Latrobe bench. Garrick McMahon has it, sends it ahead. That's foiled by Shaler. Battle over by the blue line. Coming away with it and then losing it. Nobody wants the puck right now, Mitch. They're both giving it away to each other.
It's a hot potato in the neutral zone, sir.
Shaler now reset, look to get it going, and here they do. Puck sent in. Meter's able to intercept that as Malcolm was looking for it. Puck sent around the wall and comes out. 4:20 to go in the first period. 1-0. Shaler leads. Garrick McMahon is going to be the first one there. He sends it over to Miller. Miller takes a hit by Stellitano. Kettering comes away with it now. Jackson Kettering, number 9. Here he comes. Full steam ahead. Shoots. That's sticked away easily by Fox. Meter now ahead to Matthews. Jumps over his stick. Will this be icing? It will be icing against Latrobe. 3:51 to go in the first. Shot 7-5 in favor of Latrobe, and it's 1-0 Shaler on your scoreboard.
Yeah, it was more of a game of hot potato. It didn't get quite to the level of pong that I like to call it, as they just play back and forth at the blue lines. But in that round, they were just trying to feel each other out, getting into the zone, and nobody seemed to want to grab the momentum.
These teams are so similar, and now having seen the first game and most of this first period, they are very evenly matched. Stat-wise and talent-wise, and there's a centering pass, nice pass, shot glove down. He didn't get all of it. That was a nice centering pass, and that was a good look and a good shot by Cola Marino. Zepp's able to make that save. Shaler has 9 seniors, and Latrobe has 5 seniors. Pretty veteran group for Shaler. There's a centering pass. That doesn't connect. Josh Matthews now. Try to get it to Suschak. He'll get it over the line, but no further. As we said, when these two teams met the first time in December, it was a 4-3 win for Shaler. Now coming back, there's a shot!
Oh!
And a goal! What a shot! A ring-a-ding-ding off the post and in.
Chase Irwin.
And with 3 minutes to go in the first period, Chase Irwin gets his 9th goal of the season. You heard Big Ben strike. Irwin beats Zepp. His 9th goal of the season, and it's 2-0 Shaler.
What a nice little shot. I mean, you don't have to say much about them whenever they make that pinging sound that we all love, and that's the way it works. 2-0 Shaler. He went high. Perfect shot over the glove side of Zepp.
Bar down. Every player I've ever been around in my entire life wants to go bar down. Mr. Irwin there just went bar down, and it's 2-0 Shaler here late in the first. Cats now have Miney, Ockhammer, and Cravener out. Puck is loose in front. Meter and Miller on defense. 2-0 Shaler here at the Alpha Ice Complex. 2:30 to go in the first. Can the Cats get it out? They will. Martson takes a big hit there by Cravener. It's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty against Latrobe. It's going to be Cravener going to the box. Cats are going to be short-handed.
Roughing is the call. They got lucky there because also there was a an ice cat on the bench that got caught up with his stick in
I saw that. Someone from the bench. Someone from the bench may have grabbed a stick
right before the hit. So they got lucky on that one, but at this time it was it's only going to be the one for rough.
Shaler's power play has struggled this season. They are 7 for 58, only a 12.1 conversion rate. That ranks them 9th out of 12 teams in the AA division. Latrobe's penalty kill has been strong. They've killed 36 of 46, a 78.3. Oh, that is not correct. I'll have to get a number on that. 87.9, yes.
You had to get wrong numbers.
That ranks him second in the AA division, though. So we've got the 7th rate or 9th rated power play versus the 2nd rated penalty kill. I'll get it right. All choked up here. There's a shot and a score. Never mind on that. As the loose puck came, and it was one-timed in. power play goal for Shaler. They're 1 for 1. Chase Irwin, his second goal. That's 10 on the season. That's his first power play goal this season. And with 2:04 to go in the first, 3-0 Shaler. That is only, I believe, the third power play goal given up all season, or the fourth power play goal given up all season by the Cats. But Shaler made quick work of that on their power play to go up 3-0. Actually, I see what I did on my sheet. I wrote Latrobe's number under Shaler and Shaler's number under Latrobe. Cats came in 87.9. They'd only given up 4 power play goals in the season. They just gave up their fifth, and it's 3-0 now. And the Cats now are teetering here. They gotta find themselves. Minute 40 to go in the first. It's 3-0 Shaler. Whiteman shoots long, hits a stick. So Shaler makes Latrobe pay on that penalty. Miller, Preston Miller, 95. Can he get around a man? Almost did. That was foiled, and now Braden Whiteman sends it ahead. That's not going to be Isaac. Shaler going to make changes. Down to 1 minute to go here in the first. 3-0 Shaler. Kettering kicks it up the boards. Mikulski, that's Cade Mikulski. Here comes Irwin now. Chase Irwin, he's got 2, looking for the hat trick. Irwin has it, centers it in front. Ginther's able to stop that. So we're on hat trick watch. Hat trick watch for number 41, Chase Irwin for Shaler. He's got a pair here in the first. 30 seconds to go in the first. Kettering goes wide, shoots, sticked away by Fox. Ginther at center edge just dumps it in. Down to 10 seconds to go in the first. Angelo, in front of his own bench, skates it up. Gets it ahead Irwin, 2 seconds. And that's it. That is the end of the first period at the Alpha Ice Complex. Shaler able to cash in 3 times, and after 1 period, nothing.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Okay. Welcome back to the Ice Complex in Harmerville, Pennsylvania. Shaler leading after 1 period, 3-0. Shots are 9-8 after 1 in favor of Shaler. So the goals, Roman Angelo is 10th of the season, and then Chase Irwin with his 9th and then his 10th goal, the last goal there on the power play, has Shaler so far in command, up 3-0.
How many call-ups did you say that was Latrobe? They were really short-handed tonight, so
there were 3 call-ups.
It's a team fighting, but I'll tell you what, they don't look out of place. The goals were really well-placed goals by the Titans, so they're going to be able to, hang in here. It's not a bad situation to be in, if all things considered.
Second period owner centering in front. Zepp with a nice save there as he stopped That's Braden Whiteman. There are 3 Whitemans in the white jerseys tonight for Shaler. Cats have the Mikulski brothers. But there's 3 Whitemans, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Coming up with speed is Sommer. 98, going to take it all the way. Centers it in front, loose. Kettering's able to get it back to the point. Nickel, shot, hit a leg. That's Brady Nickel. Had the game-winning goal the last game for Shaler against Norwin. Coming in front, backhander. Oh, he missed everything. Boy, he had a lot of time, too. He was looking for, that was another Irwin, Luke Irwin. He's a freshman. He missed everything. He missed the net, he missed the glass, and out of play.
But here's like you were talking about the Shaler team that took a run last year. This is a transition year for Greater Latrobe. You know, you said it yourself, 9 seniors for Shaler to 5 for Latrobe, and a lot of call-ups today, so you're just using this opportunity to grow and develop your players.
Miney sends it ahead to Auckhammer. He loses that. Now over the line. There's a shot. Hit a stick, avoided the net. Cats just got to keep working. Got to try to find a way to get a goal and get on the board at least. 3-0 Shaler at the moment. Puck sent in. After it's going to be Cade Mikulski, number 12. Behind the net, he's pressured. Stellatano hits it behind the net. Ginther gets it ahead. Hayburn looking for that pass. He'll battle. Which Whiteman's that? That's Brett Whiteman and Hayburn. Auckhammer. Puck sent around the wall. Mikulski keeps it in, shoots it towards the net. That hit a stick, never made it. Mikulski has it again. Mikulski tried to get in front to Hayburn. That doesn't connect. Brett Whiteman sends it around. Auckhammer takes a hit. Mikulski now shoots. It's blocker down. Miney in front. Right there's Hayburn. Shot. Hit the side of the net and plays whistle down. I think the net is off.
Net is off its moorings. Yeah, the far on the stick side of Fox, it was off its moorings as the shot was being taken.
14:43 to go here in the second period. 3-0 in favor of Shaler. Face-off will be to the left of senior goaltender, number 26, Jackson Fox. Murphy, Mikulski, and McMahon out. Miller and Devin Coffey, defenseman. 68 in black, hits the ice for the first time tonight. Miller sends it up. That goes into the Shaler bench. 14:33 to go here in the second period.
Backup Tendy made a save.
There
Score
you
one
go.
for the backup Tendy.
Backup Tendy there.
That's Ober.
Ober right next to the other backup, Matt Cravener, down right in front of us here. Both are operating the doors of their respective benches efficiently, I'm sure. Here comes Cam Mikulski. Can he get it ahead? He can't. Now right in front of the benches right there, Mikulski. Got a little battle going on here. Plays whistle down. I think they're both going. It's going to be Colin Marino and Cam Mikulski. I think they're both going.
Yeah, they were tied up at the a line. Colin Marino took an extra cross check at the tie on Mikulski.
It's only going to be one penalty.
I think
Colin
it's only
Marino.
gonna be one on that play.
So the Cats are going to get a power play, and they're down 3-0. And boy, would it be a great time for get a power play goal. The Cats come in 7 for 41 this year, 17.1 percentage. That ranks them 8th out of 11 team AA division. Penalty kill for Shaler, 36 for 46. They've given up 10 power play goals in a season, 78.3. That ranks them 7th. So we have the 8th rated power play against the 7th rated penalty kill. Cats down 3-0. They could really use a power play goal here to get something going. Miller's going to bring it up. Preston Miller takes it behind the goal line. Miller sends it up top. Kettering walks in. Kettering shoots. Score! Jackson Kettering. There was traffic in front of Fox. Kettering just put the puck on the net, and he beat Fox. Looked like he beat Fox clean. I don't think it hit anything.
I don't think it hit anything, but there was a nice screen set up out front. So opportunity there was a really good opportunity for the Wildcats there. Yeah.
The Cats do cash in on a power play. That's Kettering's 11th goal of the season, his second power play goal. And boy, a much-needed goal there for Latrobe to get them on the board. It's now 3-1 Shaler with 13:44 to go in the second.
As I said, 3-0. They were hanging in there. They were playing them real tough. It just takes a little bit of a break here and there to get an opportunity.
Let's see what happens now as here comes Suschek. Liam Suschek tried to chip it ahead. Matthews in there too. Stellitano, here he comes with speed. He's defended. Nice play there by Kettering. Offsides was Shaler, and it's whistled down. They got it. 13:22 to go in the second. 3-1 Latrobe, or 3-1 Shaler. Latrobe's goal. Jackson Kettering again is 11th of the season. That's his 19th point of the season. That's second on the Cats team behind Miller. Shots right now 11-10 in favor of Shaler. Here comes Suschek. He'll shoot. Sticked away by Fox. Kettering, Matthews, and Suschek out for Latrobe. Miller and Meter on defense. Miller, can he get it ahead to Kettering? He does. Here he comes. He's looking for more. He's got one. Backhander misses the net. McGuire for Shaler. Can't get it out. Matthews now dumps it in. Puck chipped out to center red. That's knocked down. Here comes Meter now. He'll shoot. Glove down by Fox. So now Shaler having a little trouble exiting their zone. Cats getting the puck, and now they get a draw here in the Shaler zone.
You're trying to get that clean exit by the Titans. They're just lobbing them up at the blue line. And where they're lobbing them to, there's basically a little bit of a high pop to center base, and it's being gloved down by the Wildcats, and they're bringing them back in. The Ice Cats are just taking them right back into the zone. I apologize. I'm so used to Wildcats. You're calling them Ice Cats. It's all over the place. I don't know anymore.
The official, of course, is Wildcats.
Wildcats, the Ice Cats, yes.
Affectionately known as the Ice Cats. Yes.
I'm fine with using that.
Ginther now. He's pressured. Now Shaler going to put the pressure on here. 3-1 is our score in favor of the Titans. McMahon tried to get that ahead of Mikulski. Cade Mikulski now sends it in. Sommer gets it out. Mikulski, that'll be waved off because Cade Mikulski got to it first. Can Shaler get it out? They do. Irwin gets it ahead. Here's Whiteman. That is Braden Whiteman, number 59. And that's him right there. Gets it back to the point. Sommer. Tried to get a Whiteman. Sommer now backhands it. Ginther. Can he get it out? He will. That avoids everybody. Nickel will be the first one there. Brady Nickel, number 91. Can Shaler get it out? Cats putting some pressure on. Now skating it out is Whiteman. That's Blake, 77. Centering, hit the side of the net. Now another centering pass. It's a shot kicked away by Zepp, loose in front. Over to the corner. Shaler now. Falling down is Cravener. Cats are able to get that out. Miney puts the pressure on. Both teams making changes behind the play. Liam Grady takes a hit. Gets it around. Giveaway here. Cravener intercepted it, but tried to force a pass there. And that was intercepted, and here comes Shaler. Centering in front. Foiled by Meter. Cats are able to get this out. Whiteman. Cravener now intercepts that. Cravener ahead to Ockhammer. Ockhammer shoots long. That's blocker down by Fox and goes out of play. 10:15 to go in the second. 3-1. Shaler is our score. Shots now even at 12.
like I said, if you attempted on a clearing, attempted the one thing, if you got to remember, if you're Greater Latrobe, if they do get one of those clearing attempts through, you have to be on your horse, because this offense can come in and get a quick shot on net and a rebound in the same motion. So just be ready whenever they do get around you.
Thomas Sommer dumps it in. Miller's after it. He's met by Colamarino. Nickel is able to get that deep behind the goal line. Preston Miller sends it around the wall. Matthews chips it, can't get it out. Sommer keeping it in for the moment. Meter, can he get it out? Meter cuts to the middle. Risky play there by Meter, but he got away with it. Centered Matthews there, tried to headman the pass too far. Whistle down for an icing. 9:39 to go in the second. Faceoff will be to the left of Zepp. Latrobe will send out Murphy, Mikulski, and McMahon. Ginther and Cade Mikulski on defense. Faceoff to the right is Zepp. Stellatano steps in for Shaler. Latrobe wins the draw. Can he get it out? Took a funny bounce off the glass. They do get it out. Puck sent in. Latrobe gets it out. Here comes Mikulski. Mikulski over to McMahon. Got a man going to the net. Couldn't get it to him. Big hit there as Cade Mikulski sends a man flying. Mikulski now. Cam moves in. Shoots. That is stopped by Fox. That was a good chance there. Brogan Murphy now for Latrobe. Loses the handle. And now here comes 3 men strong is Shaler. Stellatano over to Irwin. Irwin centered it. Mikulski is able to block that. Brogan Murphy now. Irwin, 41 in white. Chase, he's looking for the hat trick. We're on hat trick watch here. Ginther now fighting through some men. Got a chance here. Backhander blocked. Blocker down by Fox. Here comes Kettering. He's got a chance. Shot, hit a leg. And missed the net. 2 pretty good chances there by Latrobe. Another giveaway. McMahon's able to keep that in. Here come the Cats. Kettering in front looking for Murphy. That hit a leg and didn't connect. The Shaler bench is yelling to ice the puck. Right now they'll try. See if they get the call. They will get the icing call. The bench, the Shaler bench was screaming very agitatedly about an icing.
They got stuck deep several times there, and they got lucky on that play because when it came down the road, Kettering was able to receive that pass and take it to the half wall. Latrobe was in the middle of a line change. So unfortunately, they didn't have the pressure down low, but they had the puck.
There's a shot from the point. Fox had to fight that off. 3-1 is our score. Miller from the point. He'll shoot. That's off of Fox's glove. Nickel sends it up the wall. Meter keeps it in. It goes behind the goal line. Kettering, Sommer, Miney's in there too. They get it out. Shaler does. Puck sent too far on that pass. Miller now pressured. Loses it. Center in front. Got a chance here. Whiteman shoots. Saves. Zepp. Rebound. Zepp makes that save also. As on the rebound, Luke Irwin right in front on top of the blue. Zepp able to make that save. Keep it 3-1. Shaler with 7:30 to go here in the second. Face-off will be to the left of Zepp.
Shaler showing a little bit of signs of offensive life down in there in the zone. It's been a while since they've been down there with a really good opportunity. We're able to get that one on net.
Blake Whiteman out there. His brother Braden is the left winger. Then, of course, Luke Irwin is the other wing. Sommer over to Whiteman. Try to get it to his brother. Brogan Murphy intercepts that, and here he comes. Mikulski's over there, too. Now we got a little meeting over there along the wall. Meter backhanded it. Gets it. Luke Irwin. Luke Irwin tried to get around Miller. Whiteman now, over to Whiteman. Whiteman to Whiteman. Moving in. Losing the handle, though. That was Blake Whiteman. McMahon loses the puck. Irwin's going to the net, may have a chance. Right in front, shot, score! It's hat trick time! Cats turned it over. And Whiteman went the other way quick. Irwin went to the net. Nice little pass. Irwin gets the stick in on it, and it's hat trick for Chase Irwin, and it's 4-1 Shaler.
Just a beautiful little setup there. Irwin get down to the net, took the shot pass beautifully off the stick, and ladies and gentlemen, as my old buddy Matt Popchak would say, release the shot pose. It is a hat trick for Irwin.
Chase Irwin came into this game with 8 goals. He now has 11. And boy, the Cats had something going there for a while, but one little turnover there sent Shaler on their way, and they're able to make the Cats pay, and it's 4-1 now with 6:30 to go here in the second period. Martson. Here he comes. He stopped. Kettering gets it out for the Cats. Little interference there by McGuire. Matthews now for Latrobe. He'll shoot long. It avoids the net. Cade Mikulski steps up. Behind Hayburn, they tried a little give and go, and that doesn't connect. Stellatano chips it ahead, but that was intercepted by Kettering. Sends it around the wall. McGuire's over there. Takes a hit from Matthews. That puck was kept in. There's a shot. That's stopped by Zepp. Shaler now with the pressure. Puck back up to the point. Sent back down low. Ginther over in the corner along the wall. Kettering's there too. Cade Mikulski sends it around the wall. Hayburn gets it ahead. Try to get it to Matthews. That doesn't connect. Now in transition. That was foiled by Auckhammer as Shaler tried to counter. Irwin now. He's got 3. He's feeling it. He's looking for more. Comes in. Try to get a shot off, but Cade Mikulski blocked that. Landon Miney now for Latrobe. Miney gets around a man. He's hooked. No penalty coming there. And now coming back with speed. Marino. Shot. Missing the net there. That was Angelo. He's already got a goal tonight. Loose in front. Behind the goal line. Shaler up 4-1, looking for more here in the second. Angelo sends it up top. Can the Cats get to it? They can't. Shaler keeps it in. Look out here. Grady over to Sommer. Over the line. Drops it to Irwin. Shoots. Saves Zepp. Rebound. Score! Zepp couldn't handle it. Puck was loose in front. Shaler got bodies to the net. And picking that puck up and putting it in. It looks like
Sommer.
First one to the bench. Yeah, it's the defenseman, Thomas Sommer. His first goal of the season. The defenseman followed things up. He's able to find that loose puck. And with 3:58 to go in the second, it is 5-1 Shaler. And the shots right now are 17-17.
Like I said, you have to watch whenever that transition happens with the Shaler Titans because they can put players in the right positions to get goals, and that's what happened there.
Whiteman now after the draw. Cats got to be aware here. Shaler's feeling it right now. They're up 5-1. They want more. The second period break can't come fast enough for Latrobe right now, the way this is going. And Shaler wishes there was another 10 minutes left in this period, the way it's going for them. Puck up top. Shaler now with the pressure, looking for more here. Miller sends it up. Martz. That's Cole Martz, 99 for Latrobe. He'll yield there to Meter. 3 minutes to go here in the second. Hit there applied. Murphy to Meter. Centered it. That was knocked away. Preston Miller now for Latrobe. Behind the goal line. Habron try to get it back to Miller. That doesn't connect. Kettering now. Puck sent around the wall. It's too far. Icing against Shaler with 2:34 to go in the second. Faceoff will be down to the right of Jackson Foster. Will it? No, the Cats are going to get a penalty. Oh, we got an even up penalty coming. Kettering's going to the box for Latrobe. And number 23, Brett Whiteman, is going to the box. It's going to be an even up. Still be 5-on-5. 2-minute coincidentals, which could be more than 2 minutes, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's no power play here. Faceoff will be down to the left of Aka Zepp, Latrobe goaltender. Mikulski, that's Cade Mikulski, gets it out, and here comes Landon Miney. Miney over the line, drops it to nobody. Penalty coming.
Slash.
It's going to be against Shaler. Cats are going to get another power play. Who's going to the box now? It looks like Stellatano. Cats are 1-for-1 in a power play, and they could really use a second power play goal here. It's 5-1 Shaler with 2:24 to go in the second.
Yeah, you got to start chipping away now. You get this opportunity late in the second period before the ice cut. This is where you need to build the momentum going into the break.
Murphy, Mikulski, McMahon, Ginther, and Miller out for Latrobe power play. Cats win the draw. Miller up top. Shoots. Gets through. Fox was able to turn that away. McMahon centered it for Mikulski. Mikulski back up top to Miller's going to shoot it. He does. It was blocked. Behind the goal line, Murphy. Back to Miller up top. Miller to Mikulski. Mikulski shoots. Save is made by Fox. Ginther shoots. Misses everybody. He's going to end up clearing it himself. 1:20 to go in the penalty. Miller now with speed. Blows a tire. Cats are able to get it in the zone, though. Murphy. Can he get it to Miller? He does. Miller. Over to Ginther. Ryan Ginther to Mikulski. Moves in. Shoots. Misses the net. Miller, can he keep it in? He will. Preston Miller. Miller gets around a man. Has a chance. Miller pulls up. Preston Miller shoots. Glove down with McMahon on top of the blue. 45 seconds to go in the penalty. 1:09 left in the second. 5-1 Shaler.
Nothing but compliments to Preston Miller out there. Keeping concentration and poise as he was falling down, knowing to be able to push it down. And then as he bounced off the defender, was able to get around and be able to control the puck. And a lot of players at this, at this level don't know how to do that. He is very good at that move.
The one thing about Miller you can't deny is he has confidence with the puck. He'll shoot here. That was blocked and cleared. That was Liam Grady blocking that shot. 25 seconds to go in the penalty. Matthews pressure, loses it. Irwin, he's got 3, looking for more. Number 41 in white already has the HT here. Puck sent in, 15 seconds to go in the penalty. 35 seconds to go in the period. Meter. Cats aren't going to score in this power play. They'll be 1 for 2 now on the night. 20 seconds to go in the period. Irwin. He'll lose that, and here comes Miller. 10 seconds to go in the period. Miller shoots long. Fox makes that save. Somers sends it around. Matthews can't stop it. Here comes Irwin. He's got a hat trick. He's looking for more. Meters after him. Irwin, is going to run out of time. He did shoot the puck. Zepp made the save. Meter didn't like that. Matthews is saying something too. He shot it right at the buzzer. Wouldn't have counted anyway. One, because the horn went off, and two, because Zepp made the save anyway. But that's the end of the second period. Big period for Shaler. And it's Zamboni time here at the Alpha Ice Complex. After 2 periods, it is the Shaler Titans 5, the Latrobe Ice Cats 1. We'll take a short break as it is Zamboni time. Be back in a bit with the third period.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
All right, Brian Mitchell here, back here at the Alpha Ice Complex, Shaler leading Greater Latrobe 5-1. Chris Beddick on the call with that one. We're going to talk out-of-town scoreboard here. Talk about the games that are occurring not at this rink, but everywhere else, based on the PIHL website. And North Catholic falling to Blackhawk 3-1 in a single-A matchup at Brady's Run. North Catholic getting a goal from Renzo Sylvester before Grant Schroeds, Bryce Leiper, and Cooper Keister goals for the Cougars to make that a 3-1 final. Wyatt Cleveland, 21 saves for North Catholic. Matt Hofer, 18 saves for Blackhawk. Mount Lebanon and Fox Chapel in the previous game here. Mount Lebanon defeating Fox Chapel 4-3. Penn Trafford and Armstrong, no score from Belmont. That'll be updated probably later. McDowell defeating Elizabeth Forward 4-3 at CFS Bank Arena. Let's look a little deeper into that one. As McDowell getting 4 straight goals in the first 2 periods from Dylan Payne, Ross Triola, Braden Burnett, and Dylan Payne. Elizabeth Ford getting 2 goals from, getting a hat trick from Tony Hara, trying the comeback starting at 9:45 into the second period, but came up short. Hat trick for Hara. McDowell only showing up with 8 skaters for that contest, still coming home with the W. Dylan Martin in net, 34 saves. Elizabeth Forward, Andrew Weir, 33 saves in that contest. Thomas Jefferson and Peters Township shows 1-1 in overtime, but it was 2-1 Thomas Jefferson in a shootout as Lucas Blows gets the goal for the Jaguars in a crucial AAA game proceeding between those two squads. South Fayette dropping Franklin Regional 4-2, keeping the hopes of Greater Latrobe and others alive for that 8th position in the AAA. Greensburg-Salem getting a win over Westmont Hilltop at Nevin. Let's look into that one a little bit. 4 goals. A shutout for Hayden Henry. Ben Curry with 41 saves for Westmont Hilltop in the contest. 2 goals for Jake Fink, a goal for Luke Dieter and Jeremiah Falk. On that one, let's go back. I want to look at that South Fayette game real fast. South Fayette's game-winning goal was by Nathaniel Keller on the power play, but it was Mikhail Lobanov, Liam Murphy, and Dylan Mock exchanging goals in the first frame before Keller's 3rd goal for the Lions, and then the Panthers got a goal from Joey Casella before Mason Vadak put it away at that time. Payson Neff, 20 saves for the Panthers. South Fayette, Jackson Ankrum, 33 saves in the win. Take it up to Brady's Run. Central Valley, all of a sudden on a tear after defeating the red-hot Trinity Hillers on Tuesday. Absolutely handing it to Carrick right now. 8-3 at Brady's Run. Ianessa, McGuire, Reese, McQuaid, Wenzig, Pagley gets 2 in the second period and the third. Danny Duncan with a goal. Carrick goals from Ryan Miller, Kean Conroy, and Landon Jeffrey. In net for Carrick was Lake Richardson, 23 saves. Ben Woods, 15 saves for the Warriors, who all of a sudden look like they're going to put string a couple wins together. Bringing it down, look at the next game. Morgantown 6-4 over those aforementioned Trinity Hillers. The Hillers were in a 9-game win streak before they walked in and saw Brady's Run and saw the Central Valley Warriors take them down on Tuesday at home. It is 7-4 Morgantown from Hope Gas Ice Arena right now. Trinity had a 4-1 lead in this contest as Bobby Didia had a goal, Seamus Coyle a goal, Zach Giblets with a goal, and then Seamus Coyle with his second in that contest. End of the first, 4-1 Trinity as Justin Daffner with the only goal for the Morgantown Mohawks. On the opposite side, Morgantown, 4 straight goals in the second. Cameron Smith, Cooper Cox with a pair, and Kai Byers. That made it 5-4 heading into the ice cut. Then Brooks Nelson and Luke Quigley, 2 quick goals in the third to get that 7-4. Trinity really on fire. Really put out real fast in the last 2 games. Chase Jones, 22 saves for Trinity. Ryan Lowe, 12 saves for the Mohawks. Going down Connellsville and Ringgold. Ringgold leading 3-2. That's in progress right now. Let's see if we can get some scores from that game. The players getting ready to come out for this one. I'll be back in a second. Sam Denny, Maddie Smith, 2 goals for Connellsville. Ringgold, Bruce Santina, Landon Vaccaro, and another one from Santina. Ribnicki, 24 saves for Ringgold on the opposite side. Daniels Nimick, 16 saves for the Falcons. Final game that we have available, North Allegheny. North Allegheny leading Seneca Valley 2-1. Remember that, Seneca Valley right now undefeated. North Allegheny leading Seneca Valley 2-1. Leighton Moreau opening the scoring for the Raiders, and then Joey Mitchell and Eddie Scherer with goals for North Allegheny. Chris Nichols, 7 saves for the Raiders on the opposite side. It is Chris Costa with 17 saves for North Allegheny. I want to make sure I'm 100% correct on it. I thought that was the last time I checked that they were still undefeated. Yep. Seneca Valley, 13-0-1-1. No overtime and shootout wins on the season. North Allegheny taking them to task right now, trying to make sure that doesn't happen throughout the season. But we're going to hand it back over to Mr. Chris Beddick on the call for this contest. 5-1, Shaler leading Greater Latrobe.
Thanks, Mitch. Both teams are back out on the ices now. Zamboni has done its job. Shots on goal in the second period were 11-8 in favor of Latrobe, and Latrobe is actually out shooting Shaler 19-17 after 2 periods. But Shaler has a hat trick from Chase Irwin. Roman Angelo and Thomas Sommer have the other goals, and they are up 5-1 after 2. The Cats' lone goal tonight, Jackson Kettering on the power play, is 11th of the season. Going to be ready for the third period here. So with a win tonight, Shaler holding on, if they do, they will move to 9-7-1. A win in regulation will give them 27 points and will tie them for 4th place with Bethel Park. The Cats will maintain in 7th place, 7 points ahead of Norwin. But the opportunity to get to within 1 point of Shaler will have gone away. Cats right now are still in good shape in terms of playoff positioning.
The thing you got to remember about that, you're absolutely correct. 7 points ahead. Norwin only 3 games left. Baldwin only has 2 games remaining on the season. Cathedral Prep, Wheeling Park ineligible for the postseason. So that's something to keep an eye on. You guys still have, they still have 3 games. I say you guys, like
yes.
Wildcats Network, I think I'm trying to work with you guys. But yeah, Latrobe has 3 games remaining on the season, so they're in great position to be able to pull off that 7th seed. So yeah, and maybe move up possibly at some point.
The real concerning part for Latrobe is since Christmas it's been very up and down, mostly down. And if the Cats are going to have any chance at all for playoff success, they're going to have to find it, and find it here soon. If the playoffs started today, Latrobe would play Penn Trafford in the first round, and Shaler would play Armstrong. Of course, Shaler moving up. They have a chance, as you said, Mitch, earlier, if they can get into that higher position, 4th place, to get a home game.
Yeah, they're in the battle for a home game in the quarterfinals. The top 4 teams will host. Ice willing, as long as ice is available, but top 4 teams will host a postseason game in the AAA and AA league, so that first round.
This rink here, Alpha Ice Complex in Harmarville is where we're at. They're usually good at being able to host games, so again, anything can happen.
Historically, they've been the fill-in for games that don't have ice for the other team. So
more than likely, if Shaler's able to get that home spot, they'll play here. Third period has started, under 16 minutes to go. 5-1 is our score in favor of Shaler. Josh Matthews now is able to send it in.
And the other half, you got to remember Bishop McCourt. They might not have ice. Like, Johnstown shuts down their rink early, so they might not have ice time available.
They may be a home team that has to play on a road.
I covered a game that they played Indiana at Kirk Nevin for a first-round game. So it's interesting.
Things can get a little goofy when it comes to ice availability, rink availability, et cetera, More than likely, Latrobe, even though they're still in good shape to make the playoffs, are not going to get a home game. Although, interestingly, if they end up drawing Hempfield in the first round, they'll actually be playing in their home building because Hempfield and, of course, Latrobe share the Kirk S. Nevin Arena. Jackson Kettering behind the goal line sends it around. But first things first, we've got hockey to bring you here, and we'll get back into the game. 5-1, Shaler leads. Stellatano takes a hit error from Mockhammer. Matthews over there too. They'll get it out. Shaler now at center edge, just dumps it in. Suschak gets it to Kettering, back to Suschak. Trazo, 51 in white, loses it. Here comes Cade Mikulski. He'll dump it in, he'll go get it. Takes a hit from Sommer. Mikulski. Suschak's there. Miney, Hayburn, and Suschak out for the cast. There's a lead pass. Here comes Whiteman behind the fence. Moving in. Braden makes a move. Backhander. He scores. He went to the backhand and he beat Zepp over the glove. Braden Whiteman, the senior, number 59, gets his 5th goal of the season. And with 14:03 to go in the third period, it's 6-1 Shaler.
Just snuck that one in over the glove hand. That was just pretty. They were almost ready not to call that a goal. It just barely snuck in.
So Whiteman gets his 5th of the season. And 14:03 to go here in the third. Shots are 19-19, but it's 6-1 Shaler. Puck sent in. Preston Miller takes a hit. Puck up the wall. Hayburn, can he get it out? It does come out. Meter now. Dumps it in. It's going to go in on goal. Fox is going to stick that away. There is another game tonight in the Double-A division, and it's actually a pretty big one. Penn Trafford is at Armstrong. They're playing at the beautiful Belmont Complex, where it's very lovely this time of year. We should have a final. We should have a final score on that.
I was
somewhere.
about to tell you that's the devil you know, the devil you don't, because that score is not reported yet. And I was going to mention, you look at how many games remaining for Armstrong. If Armstrong pulls that off in regulation, they're 1 point behind Penn Trafford and Hempfield, and 2 points behind Hempfield, 3 points behind Hempfield with a game in hand.
And if Penn Trafford wins in regulation tonight, they would move back into first place.
Yes. But
so big result.
Yeah, Armstrong is still very much alive in this league, even though if you think about it, at Double-A.
Cravener's shot hit Brogan Murphy, hit him on the hip. That Armstrong team's for real. They're going to be trouble. There's a pass in front. Mikulski wasn't able to get good wood to it. Puck is cleared out. This is going to be icing against Shaler. We saw that Armstrong team last week at the Kirk S. Nevin Arena. They won 5-2, and they kind of have it rolling right now, Mitch. And they're gonna. It's going to be a great battle for the Double-A division. And I've been telling people, don't sleep on Armstrong.
Yep, one game in hand, and they would be within 3 points of Hempfield if they were to beat Penn Trafford in regulation today.
Mikulski now shoots. That's stopped by Fox. Puck sent around the wall. Can Ginther keep it in? He will. Ryan Ginther now is going to take it behind the goal line. Cravener battling in front. McMahon over in the corner. Cravener going over there too. Takes a hit. Gets it behind the net. Nickel. Can they get it out? They can't. Murphy tried to get it to McMahon. And getting at Stellatano's after it. Ginther's going to beat him there. Cravener loses it. McMahon's over there. Puck comes out. Nickel over. Now it's dumped in by Brett Whiteman. There's 3 Whitemans, as we've been talking about all night. Whiteman, there's Brett. He's there again. That shot hit a stick, went wide. Ginther gets it out. Kettering, the goal scorer tonight for Latrobe, gets around a man. Backhander misses the net. It's going to be another icing against Shaler. 11:16 to go in the third. Shots 21-19 in favor of Latrobe. But nobody in this building cares about that. The score is 6-1 Shaler. Face off to the right of Fox.
The Titans trying to work themselves into that home game in the first round.
Kettering, Miller's now. Miller is shifted to forward. Mikulski too. This is the line. Cam Mikulski. Ginther and Meter out on defense. So Cats trying to get some more offense here by moving Miller, who is the team's leading goal scorer with 14, up to forward. Shaler in control right now. Total control of this one. Ginther, he's pressured by Colamarino. Now here comes Kettering. Kettering shoots, good block there. That was Joshua Yuska. I apologize if I mispronounce that name, but
Yuska, yes.
Yuska made a good block. Coming back on the attack in front. That pass avoids. It was Roman Angelo going to the net. Miller carried it back into the zone. Irwin, number 41. He's already got a hat trick for Shaler. Here comes Kettering looking for Miney. Here he comes, Landon Miney. Nickel's going to defend him. Nice play there by Nickel. That's how you defend. Here comes Angelo. Angelo gets around him and got a chance. Walks in, shoots. Saved by Zepp. Cade Mikulski gets it out. Angelo sends it in. He'll come to the bench. Meter sends it around the wall. Cade Mikulski. Miney can't get it. Mikulski again. Pressured by McGuire. Mikulski now. He's going to skate it up. Pressure by Stellitano. Kettering. Shoot long. That hit a stick of Nickel. Goes wide. Puck goes around the wall. Miney turns and shoots. That misses the net. Cade Mikulski now. Shoots long. Loose in front. Fox is able to find it before Miney can get a stick on it. 9:14 to go here in the third. 6-1 Shaler. Boy, I'm really intrigued, Mitch. I wish we could get a score.
I am
from
going
Belmont.
to dig into my bag of tricks. I have one thing that I can do right now. Give me 1 second.
All right, let's see if you can work your magic. It's a big game here in the Double-A division.
This is why you network.
It's good to have. It's good to have people in high places and low places. That's for sure. Miney, Matthews, and Martz out for the Cats. But there's a nice, strong headman pass to Braden Whitman. Braden. Over to Irwin. That doesn't connect. Irwin, though, will keep it deep. Miller, though, is going to get it out. Ahead to Miney. Here comes Miney. He'll shoot long. I think you have something you want to tell us when we get
nothing yet, but I have a contact in the system that I'm reaching out to.
We'll pass that along to you when we can, friends. A big game in the Double-A division tonight. Penn Trafford and Armstrong. Going into tonight, Penn Trafford in second place, Armstrong in third. Ginther is able to keep that in. He'll shoot. A hit Grady in the hand. He winced as he made that block. There's another block by Whiteman. Shot loose in front. Backhander stopped by Fox as he robs Miney on the backhand. Best save of the night for Jackson Fox.
Load them out. The cops are on their way.
Cats now with some pressure. Miller over to Ginther. Ginther. Penalty coming up. Plays whistle down, and we've got a tangle in front. Matthews loses his helmet as they exchange pleasantries right there in the blue paint. Play was whistled down when the Cats had control of the puck. We'll see if it's going to be just Matthews going to the box or if it's going to be a coincidental. The official blowing his whistle there, ordering Matthews to the box. Referee's going to talk. Is anyone else going with him? It may not be the case. Looks like Shaler may be getting their second power play. They're 1 for 1.
Well,
the officials are still talking. Matthews is in the box.
could just be a misconduct, too.
I think we're just going to get looks like a roughing penalty maybe. Shaler's going to get
going to be advantage, yep.
Shaler's going to get a power play. They're 1 for 1 on the night. They're up 6-1 with 7:50 to go. Shots are 27-20 in favor of Latrobe. Face-off will be to the right of Zepp in the Cat zone. Cats on the penalty kill are going to send out Kettering, Murphy. Cats only have 3 players on the ice. Cats only have 3 players on the ice. Cade Mikulski now is going to come out. Meter and Mikulski on defense. Suschak and Kettering. Power play for Shaler. 1 for 1. Suschak. Here comes Kettering. Power play for Shaler. Puck sent around by Meter, and that'll go out. Minute 30 to go in the penalty. Sommer. Shaler having some trouble here getting out of their zone. Suschak applying the pressure. Now coming out with speed through center red is Irwin. Chase Irwin. 41 in white has a hat trick tonight. Puck along the wall. Spinning away. Centering in front. Sommer now. Set up by Shaler. Here we go. Irwin, he's got 3. Looking for more. Shoots. Blocker down by Zepp. Suschak's able to get that out, but there's a penalty coming up against Irwin, and that'll negate the power play. 42 seconds. So we're going to have 42 seconds of 4-on-4. It's Irwin going to the box. After that, Latrobe's going to get their 3rd power play tonight. 6:31 to go in the 3rd period. 6-1 is our score. Shaler's next game is Tuesday, February 3rd, a 9 p.m. puck drop on the road. It's going to be another big game. They're going to be playing Bethel Park, Mitch, at the Spencer family, the YMCA. That'll be Tuesday the 3rd at 9 p.m. Shaler at Bethel Park.
That was a non-verbal side-eye, by the way.
Yeah. YMCA. All right, I'll stop it. Latrobe's next game is actually going to be Thursday, February 5th, a week from tonight. A 7:15 puck drop at Kirk S. Nevin against Bishop McCourt. Another big game, too, in terms of playoff and seeding and such. Here comes Miller. 4-on-4 action for 3 more seconds. 2-1. Cats are on a power play for 1:18. Their 3rd power play tonight. Murphy shoots. Glove down by Fox. 1:09 to go in the power play. 5:39 to go in the third period. 6-1 Shaler. Cats 1 for 2 on the power play tonight.
Sorry, I'm deep investigative journalism right now.
Well, we need a little of that.
Trying to get you a score.
Kettering now has it. Cats on the power play. They're offsides, and it's whistled down. Devin Coffey out there.
Okay, final from Belmont. Armstrong 6, Penn Trafford 4.
Oh, wow, Armstrong. Hey, I said don't sleep on Armstrong.
Armstrong defeats Penn Trafford, moves into third.
So
Stays
now,
in third.
but they're 1 point now behind Penn Trafford. Each team has, well, no, actually, Armstrong is a game in hand on both Hempfield and Penn Trafford. And now they're only 3 points behind Hempfield and 1 point behind Penn Trafford. I saw them last week. I liked what I saw. There's a shot by Miller at stop. Armstrong's definitely a contender this year in the Double-A division.
It's always good to have a well-updated Facebook page.
Thanks for getting that, Mitch.
Hey, investigative journalism. Armstrong has a game with Hempfield on February 12th at Belmont. Talk
There you
about
go.
big game feels.
Yeah, that'll be a big game at the beautiful Belmont Complex. It's always lovely this time of year up there.
Hempfield currently defeated them back in November and defeated Penn Trafford. They tied Penn Trafford. So they both have that many wins. So it's going to come down to overall wins.
It's coming down to the wire. We turn into February next week, so.
Why I like talking about playoffs now. I waited. It's my time.
Teams are now down to 3-4 games left in the season, so it's okay now to start talking about playoffs and seeding and who could be in, who could be out, etc. Playoffs. 6-1 here with 4:20 to go in the third. The shots are 30-21 in favor of Latrobe. Ockhammer over the line. Shoots, blocked. That's Grady with another block. He's had about 10 blocks tonight, it seems. Number 8, Liam Grady, senior defenseman. Coffey now shoots. It hit a stick. Cravener centered it. Nobody there. Irwin. Penalty's over now. Cats are 1 for 3 on the power play. Ockhammer. Shoulder-to-shoulder hit there with Blake Whiteman. Cravener getting in there too. Ockhammer. Pressured, loses it. Now here comes Whiteman. That's Braden Whiteman. Pulls up. Irwin. Liam Timko's out there. His first shift of the night for Latrobe. Number 19 in black. Miney shoots, another block by Yuska. Miney had a glorious chance earlier in the period. Jackson Fox making his best save of the night. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. 6-1 Shaler. So where do we go from here? Shaler will play Tuesday night at Bethel Park. Latrobe will play next Thursday night at home against Bishop McCourt. As we draw one game and 1 week closer to the playoffs and the Penguins Cup. Stellatano off the bench, going to get a chance here. Walks in, backhander. Zepp makes the save. A hit over along the wall there. Ginther hit a man. Hayburn is after it. Brett Whiteman gets there first. Approaching 2 minutes to go in the third period. Garrett Repack, 42 in black, hits the ice. I think his second shift of the night. He's a call-up. Shots 30-21 in favor of Latrobe.
Armstrong was up 6-1 in the third and ended up having.
Had to hold on, huh?
Penn Trafford scored 3 late in the third to try to pull back into it. Yes. So.
It is tough to win for the visiting team in the Belmont Complex. Whether you're playing school hockey or travel hockey, ask anybody who's been around. It's hard to go up there and win.
They're very proud of their teams up there.
Yes, they are. There's a shot by Martz. That misses the net. That's Cole Martz, 99 in black. He's a call-up. Approaching 1:30 to go here in the third period. 6-1, Shaler. They're going to get the win tonight. And they're going to move into a tie. Oh, yeah, now that I look at this, Mitch, they're not only going to move into a tie for fourth place with Bethel Park.
They're going to play Bethel Park.
Guess who they play Tuesday night? Right, Bethel Park. So that becomes a big game for both of those teams, seeding-wise. Meter shoots. That's blocked. Shaler has blocked a lot of shots tonight. They've packed it in a little bit when they've needed to.
Less than a minute to go.
Helping their goaltender, Jackson Fox, who I'm sure appreciates it. 45 to go here in the third. Puck sent out. Meter. Irwin, hat trick tonight. Player of the game for this one. He'd be the #1 star with the HT. $18 seconds. There's a shot. Stopped by Zepp. Rebound loose in front. Irwin looking for another one. 10 seconds. Now over the line is Irwin. Meter defends. Centered it. Miller blocks that, and that is it. It is all over here at the Alpha Ice Complex. Players stream on the ice, going to their goaltenders. Mitch, not much to say about this one other than Shaler took control early. They were able to get on a roll. The hat trick by Chase Irwin, and they were able to win this one pretty comfortably tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hats off to Greater Latrobe for hanging in there with the call-ups and everything they have going on, all the scratches that they had on. I mean, next year, this is going to be a formidable team. But you have to grow. You have to take these hits every once in a while to grow. One of my favorite sayings is you cannot finish a project without sandpaper, and this was a sandpaper game for them. They're going to be finished off very well next year whenever these young underclassmen get another little bit of help, work underneath them. And for this Shaler team, this is just reminiscent of last year, just growing and becoming better. This is where Latrobe was last year. I mean, what Latrobe is this year is where Shaler was last year, and this is just growing and growing, and you want to challenge here. So that's where we're at.
Shots in the third period were 11-5 in favor of Latrobe. Final shots in this game were 30-22 in favor of Latrobe. But Shaler wins this one tonight, 6-1, and that is it here from the Alpha Ice Complex. So for Brian Mitchell, I'm Chris Pettick, and we say so long for the final score, 6-1, Shaler over Latrobe. And for everyone... Good. Everyone here, I say to you,
good night.
Good night, everybody.